Okay, so for this question, it says which expression is equivalent to 12 plus 2 times 10? Select two correct answers. So now we need to look for two correct answers. So now what we got is if I look at my answer choices, I can see that they want me to change them into prime factorization. So again, my prime numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Okay. So now that I have that list going on of my prime numbers, this is what I need to look for. And remember, prime factorization, the word factor means to multiply. So that means I need to get rid of this plus sign, and I'm going to make this my upside down t-chart starting from there. And now I'm going to start my prime factorization. So now I'm going to work with my number 12. So is 12 in my list? No. So that means I need to think about two numbers that multiply that give me 12. And the one that I can think about is 6 times 2. Now from this line, I now need to think, do I have any prime numbers? I do. I have 2. And 2 is right here. So now 6, since it's not in that list of prime numbers, that means I need to think about two numbers that multiply that give me 6. And what I can think about is 3 times my 2. And now for that line, I need to think about what if any of these numbers are prime, and they're both prime because they're both right here. So 3 is prime and 2 is prime. So now when I write it down right here, what I should have done first is bring down my plus sign. And then now remember, I need to write it from least to greatest. So then it's going to be 2 times 2 because they're both here. 2 times 2 and then times my 3. So times my 3. And on the other side, now I got to work on it. Okay. And actually, before I work on that side, I can actually condense this already. So I'm going to put my plus sign. And then 2 repeats twice. So I'm going to write 2 to the power of 2 times my 3. And now I can work on the other side. So now over here, I need to think in this line right here, do I have any prime numbers? I do. I have this 2. So now I have a 2 to start with. But 10 is not prime because 10 is not in my list. So now I need to think about two numbers that multiply that give me 10. And that is 5 times my 2. So then I need to look at this line right here and think about if those two numbers are prime. And then from what I'm looking at, they are because they're both in that list that we wrote. And so now I'm going to write them right here from least to greatest. So I'm going to write 2 times 2 times 5. So 2 times 2 times 5. Remember, I need to use everything on this right side. That's why I did that upside down t-chart. So now here, 2 repeats 2 times, and I'm multiplying that by 5. So these are the two things I need to be looking for. So my first step is to relook at my expression. So I have 2 to the power of 2. Do I have that anywhere? So this is 2 to the power of 4, so this is wrong, and it has no plus sign. So I can get rid of that. Here, 2 to the power of 2. Good. So now I need to look at this times 3 plus 2 to the power of 2 times 5, 2 to the power of 2 times 5. So that means this one is an answer choice, this one right here. And now this one doesn't have any plus sign, so I can cross that one out right away. And now I need to look for an expression that looks like, so I already found this one. So I need to find an expression that looks like this top one that's expanded. So now I'm going to have 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 3. Now it says plus 2 times 2 times 5, 2 times 2 times 5. So this is my other expression. And then this one cannot be prime. This one is not a correct answer because of this 6. Because remember, I want prime numbers and 6 is not prime. And that is it for this question.